So I know last time at the end of the part I said we would be starting in front of the door, but I forgot to cook something and I did not want to show that off screen. This is just going to be very brief and we'll head straight down to the door. Gotta cook this slow shroom into a shroom roast. Forgot to do that at the end of the last part. Whoopsie. And that is the shroom roast. We can go ahead and sell it now. Also, off screen, I did buy a badge at the House of Badges. Pretty lucky P. I want to say it was like 128 coins or something. And since we're back up here now, I'm going to check Charlieton's stock. Alright, so he's pretty much just got double pain and the sound effects badge left. Which I'm good on right now. I don't really need anything else. I'm going to go check the House of Badges one more time. And then we'll head down to the door. Because anything I might think that I want to use over at the next chapter doesn't hurt to be safe. I'm going to get this. The hell's this? I'll get that too for right now. I'll get this too. Even though I'm probably not going to make any use of it. And why not? I'll get that. I usually get the simplifiers and unsimplifiers last. Really sucks that I had to dedicate 2 very long episodes to filler, but is what it is. In total, that was like almost 2 hours. That was obnoxious, dude. At least it wasn't all like smacked together in one part. I think that would have been much worse. Like, around the 1 hour mark for the walkthrough is where I draw the line. Like, per part. And even then, that's just to get filler done and out of the way as soon as possible. But it had to be done. This is a really fun chapter. It has a lot of similarities to the island chapter in 64, actually. Another tropical locale. My favorite crystal star, for obvious reasons. It's blue. Gorgeous, was it sapphire? I want to say it's sapphire. And no more Shine Sprite taunting us up there. Isn't that lovely? So you've probably been wondering to yourself, if you're a first timer playing this, what the hell's up with that guy chanting to himself in the, at Podley's place? Well, that's going to come into play now. We need him. You know, I'm going to hold off on the lore guy. I thought about going up there and buying a bunch of lore out of him, but no. I've wasted enough time. Let's just get a move on with the chapter proper. So you gotta go in here. Talk to this gentleman named Flavio. Doesn't matter what you say, he's gonna say all four things anyway. So Flavio wants to go and get Cortez's treasure, the Pirate King or whatever. And Mario has a map that leads to there, of course. So Flavio wants to take advantage of that. And in exchange, Mario gets to keep the Crystal Star. So talk to Flavio. And we can't set sail without a navigator. Now, if you recall that gentleman that we met and raided a shine sprite out of his house, Bobbery, we need him. He has disdain for the sea, though, unfortunately. I'll get into it when we get to it. Let's pay a visit to his house real quick. Hello, Bobbery. So after you talk to Bobbery, a lot of people get hung up here. You're supposed to come over to Frankly again, talk to him. You ask him about Bobbery, he tells you he lives next door. So now you can go back to Bobbery and tell him to cut the shit. Okay, at that point, you can go back to, Podley. Otherwise, you're walking around town blindly trying to figure out what his deal is with the sea. Unfortunately, while he was out at sea, his wife Scarlet fell ill. They were madly, deeply in love, and Bobbery only blamed himself for her passing. And Podley, feeling as bad as he did, couldn't bring himself to give Bobbery the letter, which more than likely would have made Bobbery feel a lot better. In fact, we see that. So in my opinion, Podley's kind of an asshole for that. His wife even asked to have the letter delivered to Bobbery. Frickin' pussy. The letter to Bobbery pretty much says that she loves him, she'll always love him, and not to lose his other love, which is the sea. Honestly, he feels the most real out of any character in this game. You would never see this in, like, a regular modern Nintendo game. I wonder if this is going to get changed at all in the remake. I really hope not. I mean, hell, they kept the freaking noose. And she even assumes correctly that Bobbery blames himself for it. Such a well-written side character, honestly. Not just a well-written side character, but a well-written character in general, I think. Plus, I really like his design. I'm glad they went with this compared to the older one. The older one looked more like a military version of it, like an army, if you will. But I feel the Navy look is more appropriate. This one's cute. I'll actually just show this off really quick. That's how you pretty much find out where to get the Mystic Eggs from. Petunie. We've already played with her a few times. She's so adorable. And now that we got Barbary with us on board, we can set sail. Make sure you've taken care of everything you need to before shoving off, because this is a point of no return for quite some time. And here we've got the same music that I was playing for the opening of the game. It's a very nice, relaxing, and soothing track, honestly. I recommend listening to it in your free time. It's so freaking relaxing. I especially love the bass that comes in for it. I'll let it play real quick. This part right here. So nice. I forget how many star pieces are in this chapter. Let me check real fast. Oh, damn, there are quite a few. 10. Holy shit. And this character is Papatch. Personally, my favorite character in the entire game. I love Papatch. He's always riffing on Flavio, too, which is funny. Also, I'm just really a big fan of his bone wheel on his back. It looks seriously badass. Papatch is awesome. Alright, well, right out the bat, we have a star piece here we can grab. Got a forced encounter here. And if you look at the shop in the background, this is a good place to get ice storms. There's fast travel to this area, but that won't be for a while. Not until after Chapter 6. And now we gotta do some tattling here. I'm gonna see if the Power Smash one-shots at all. I doubt it, but worth a shot. It does! Hell yeah! And then the fog, of course. That was lucky. Okay. Flurry, I'm not putting up with this shit. Thank you. Can do. We didn't have a choice. Grab the star piece here. Grab the one over here. And we're actually going to go ahead and call it a part there. Next time we come back, we'll start exploring the island. See you guys for the rest of Chapter 5.